to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this. At their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Give to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Dropping back, it's Reed. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Ball's in the deep ball. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a gap. It's Moss. There he goes. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
When you think Texas A&M football, man, you think running the football all the way back to R.C. Slocum, a great Aggie head coach. You just want to be the more physical team. You want to be imposing your will. This guy right here toting the rock has the ability to wear and grind on defenses. He brings that physical presence to this offense.
The Aggies back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking downfield on first down. Setting up the screen. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Under fire. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the Big House. Throws to the wideout. And the big deflection on third down forces a 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And he gets enough to move the chains and then slides to a stop. And the Aggies want to crank the tempo. Looking to pass inside the red zone. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. To the air, it's Reed. There's the pressure. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. some help. On the run, fires downfield. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies!
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
He'll bring it out. It's Marshall. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Toss to the outside. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
Well, this is a running back that gets stronger as the game goes on, and they try to get him going early on the toss play, Reese.
And if we start stretching the defense sideways, sometimes a little vulnerable in the middle later in the game.
Yeah, that might open an opportunity for a play action. Maybe fake the toss and see if you can get a tight end or a slot receiver down the middle of the field.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Oh, he dropped it, just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll run it from the gun. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. Scanning the field, it's Reed. Trying to set up the screen. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
3rd down, red zone play, crowd alive. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it slips just inside that right upright. And that will extend their lead even further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Simpson. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Going right to work up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Simpson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
He wants to change this route. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. Breaks into the open. Across the 40 out of bounds at 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Running to the left. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Now improvising. He'll throw it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Wolverines need to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He's going to take off. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the 1st half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that 1st.
He's got an open man. Touchdown, Aggies. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
He'll bring it out. It's Simpson. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. He'll pull it on the read. He's out past the 35. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Underwood. Catch in the middle. It's Haynes. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Wolverines headed quickly to the line. Bully ball on 3rd and short. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires to the right. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And you know they're going to go for it again on fourth down. At least you think they are, because early in this game, we've already seen them try to go for it on a couple fourth downs. They didn't get any of those. They got to find a way to stay on the field here. They've got to get their best playmaker on offense, the football.
Fires to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Offense changing the play. Looking to throw, it's Keene. Snagged in the middle, it's Haynes.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Oh, they're after him. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
And the Wolverines want to move quickly. To the air on first down. Buys a little time with his feet. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. High the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. He'll take a deep shot here. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Unloads to the right. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Just keeps slinging it. Looking for a deep man. Got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
They got it. Able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Looking for room, it's Haynes. Oh, he's got some space. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Dropping back, it's Keene. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Michigan! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. Creates a little room. Pass to Sticks and still on his feet. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one. The Aggies want to pick up the tempo. Takes it from the gun on third down. Floating away. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with the clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Haynes. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Might be changing the route. Back to pass. It's Keene. Pressure coming. Grabbed in the middle. It's McCulley. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. So first down will open up the final period. Leaves it with the back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to him. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And I would just hate to be in the shoes of these defenders trying to tackle this running back because, of course, you're so afraid of this guy shaking you and using his elite speed to make you look bad on a highlight film somewhere, but you forget.
Turning it on! Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. That's 20. He's got space. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. And the Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. From the red zone, looking for a man. Caught over the middle. It's Marshall. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays, don't want to give up those first downs, and just make that clock run.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Gives it on the option. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to pass. It's Reed. Going to try to get it himself. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Wants to go up top on first down. Forced out of the pocket. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Under fire. He's taking a deep shot late in the game.
Well, this offense is up against it here. Trailing late in the game. The defense knows they're going to throw the football. First down, they get sacked. Second down, incompletion. There's no mystery what's happening here.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Huge play here late, and this crowd is coming to help the defense. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Time is their enemy. It's running out on them. Down 4, they'll go for it on fourth down. Here's a throw downfield late. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the fourth down conversion.
Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left. Keep it on the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
They'll run the option. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that. Every time you go into the booth, I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college